What's that word? What's that word, family? Hey, man, check it out. Welcome back to another episode of Nothing But the Truth podcast with your host, Rose Williams. And guess what? Low from the go. I brought Rose a story today, right? And it's about this young lady right here that we're looking at. Her name is Allison Payne. She died at the age of 57 years old, at the tender age of 57 years old.
Well, tonight, one of Chicago's very own has died. Former WGN anchor and reporter Allison Payne has passed away at the age of 57.
She was hired in 1990 as a 25-year-old anchor from Saginaw, Michigan, alongside former anchor Rick Rosenthal, Steve Sanders, Dan Roan, and Tom Skilling. She covered all the big stories, both nationally and internationally, from politics to sports to tracing Barack Obama's roots in Kenya, and she traveled to the Ivory Coast with Reverend Jesse Jackson. While she grew up in Detroit, Allison would soon call Chicago her adopted home, spending years giving back to the community, mentoring students, and eventually establishing a foundation to help kids going into journalism. After a series of unfortunate health issues, Allison and WGN parted ways in September of 2011, and she returned to her hometown of Detroit. She died there on September 1st. Allison Payne was 57 years old, and she was a huge part of WGN. She certainly left her mark. This was one of her final stories at WGN, marking the 10th anniversary of the September 11th attacks in 2011 in New York City. She will be missed by many. So long, Allison.
Kind of iconic, I guess. Bittersweet, iconic. It's kind of strange, but it's just strange. Because she died, she had her last story. That was her last story, and she died on the date. I just know they do rituals. I just know they do rituals.
Is the age of 57 part of the rituals?
Well, I know certain people carried it. When you say 57, wasn't Prince 57?
Wow, was he?
I think he was. Was it Vanity? You know, Vanity, yeah, that is about right. I think Vanity died before he did. And she was 57, yeah. Yeah,
what?
she was. Yeah, I don't have my phone with me, so I can't Google it to see. Are you there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
I would have to go get my phone because I remember something about 57. And I remember it was the 57, I think it was the 57 Grammy Awards I can't really remember that much, but I do remember that it could have been the Grammys at 57. I think it was, I'm not sure. But I know they died within months of each other, Vanity and Prince. And Prince was 57, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait a minute. The lady that Prince was...
Vanity died before Prince. She was 57 and Prince was 57, if I'm not mistaken.
She was older than Prince?
No, Vanity was 57, I think, and Prince was 57. But Vanity died before the Grammy Awards.
The same year?
The same year, I think Prince died 2000 and...
So wait a minute. The woman
17.
that Prince was trying to become boyfriend or become lover to in the movie Purple Rain died days before Prince or weeks or a month?
She died a month. Prince died a month after her. She died before Prince.
Wow.
I'm almost sure of it. I just wanted to go Google it. Hold on, let me go get my phone because I don't want to give out no misleading information. She died February 15th, 2016.
Uh-huh.
He died April. He died at April 21st, 2016. So what's that, 2 months?
Wow.
2 months. Yeah, 2 months.
Prince died 2 months after Vanity.
After Vanity, She died. Okay, her cause of death, what did they say? She died February 15th. She was age 57. Okay, so she was 57.
The same age as Allison Payne.
The significance about 57 It says 23 and 57 is not a prime. Although the story is supposedly is a given example of a particular number. The 5 is usually a scale. They say a scale.
Uh-huh.
And then it says the 7 is divisible by 1 and 3. And they are exact factors. But it's okay, then they were talking about 7. They don't really give, they don't give a significant like meaning of 57. But it is kind of strange. All 3 of these people, black. All 3 of them died at age 57. Apollonia, better known as Vanity, she was 57. Prince Rogers Nelson, he was 57.
So Apollonia, the love interest of Prince in the movie Purple Rain, died at the age of 57. Prince also died at the age of 57. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
What's the significance?
All 3 of them was black. All 3 of them was high profile entertainment in the entertainment business.
What's with the number 57?
From what I can see, it's like it's divided up into a prime. It says it's a prime number, and then it says the 13. If you go in, they say the 13 virtues has Our Lady, which has 57 grams. 500 souls would be released, and this is what it says from purgatory at each time that it will be recited. And every 57 years, the phases of the moon return to the same hour of the same time.
Wow.
The word moon is listed 57 times in the Bible.
Wow. Oh my God. Get out of here, Rose. Are you serious?
You asked for some research, so I'm breaking it down. It says probably 57 shows up a bunch of times in a shorter period of time. Your guardian angel is trying to tell you something.
Is this a fortune cookie or what?
No, this is like from the world of gematria, and it's like breaking down different numbers and then numerology.
Rose.
And I'm reading what it says about facts about the number 57. Rose. I used to post that, and sometimes I think about it, and then sometimes I don't. But sometimes I post it.
For the people that don't know, what is gematria?
Gematria is frequencies or numbers in your name, because your birthday, you have like a life path number. All of your numbers, like when you born, the year you died, all of those numbers make up a frequency about you. And they can be they can be added up together and with different types of gematria, and it'll say something about you. I'm not an expert in it, and I don't claim to be.
So Allison Payne, at 57, that died, has something to do with Appaloosa and Prince.
Both of them died at the same age. You know, I did the thing about Elvis Presley and Aretha Franklin.
What was that?
Okay. I told you that Aretha Franklin was born in Memphis in 1942. And she was known as the Queen of Soul. Elvis Presley was known as the King of Rock and Roll. He died in Memphis. He was 42. He was 42 years old. Years old. Aretha Franklin and Elvis Presley share the same date of death, August 16th. Elvis Presley died August 16th, 1977. Okay. Aretha Franklin died August 16th, 2018, and she was 77 years old. So when Aretha died, he was 77, the year that Elvis died in. When Elvis died, he was 42, the year that Aretha was born in.
Tell him, Rose.
And Elvis died in Memphis, and Aretha was born in Memphis.
Okay.
And the number 42, Jackie Robinson wore that number. He wore that number.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can go further than that. I mean, it's not. These things are not. To me, they're not coincidences.
What are they?
I mean, they're coincidences, but it's more than that. And you can go further because what's his name? He died of cancer. He played him, and he was in the movie, the Marvel Comet movie. What's his name? He died of cancer.
The Black Panther guy.
Yeah. And he played
Chadwick. Bob.
Yeah, Chadwick. Yeah, he played Jackie Robinson. He played Jackie Robinson.
He played Jackie Robinson?
Yeah, he played him.
What does that have to do with this news reporter, Allison?
You were breaking down numbers now. You was asking me about numbers, and we got into it.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, the numbers have some type of relationship when it comes to gematria. But I'm going back to the lady that died. It would be 57. It would be 57.
She's the same female from The Last Dragon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why I know Vanity from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you said, yeah, so they do add up. Actually, they do. And I'm going to tell you what stands out. She was let go in 2011. Is that not right?
Yeah, I do believe.
Okay, and her final story, get this now. I'm just telling you what I see, okay?
Yeah.
So she was let go in 2011, right? So this is what I'm getting, okay? Because like I say, I don't profess to be a expert at this, all right? So you're saying she came to the station in 1990.
Uh-huh.
And then my mind working overtime. In 1990, I see a 9. All right, I see a 9.
Uh-huh.
And then you say her final news story was about September the 11th.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she left the station in 2011.
Yeah.
So all these 11s, kind of like, to me, just me, it's almost like it was a puzzle. I see a lot of 9s.
Uh-huh.
She came to the station in 1990. I see a 9.
Uh-huh.
And then she died. Okay, so 1990. So I see a 9 and I see a 0. Okay. So that would be the 9 and the 0. I'm thinking September. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then you said she died September the 1st. So the 1990, the September 1st is like right there in that. I'm just looking at that now. I'm just telling you what I see. Okay, so then she made her last story in 2011. And then it was about September the 11th. So you see all these ones.
Yeah.
All these
I saw
ones
them.
everywhere.
I saw them.
So it's almost like it's a precursor, like a puzzle to her demise.
Yes. I saw it. I saw that.
Do you see what I'm saying? You don't have to take a course in gematria. Once you start studying this stuff, it'll stick out like a
sore thorn.
Yeah. You're exactly right. That's what I'm saying.
That's why
it's almost like
story to you, Rose. Could not nobody else besides you break this story down the way you break it down. That's why I brought it to you. I said, wait a minute. This lady has been a part of my life since I was 10 or 11. 1990, I was 10. I was like, well, more like 11. You know
Yeah. You did say that.
I said that. I said 1990. I was 10. I was like, well, more like 11.
This is, and I've only been exposed to remote viewing a couple of times, but gematria is different. That's all I can tell you. You have to like be exposed to it. I think she was at peace. I think when you reach a certain plateau,
Uh-huh.
that they might decide you're worth more dead than alive.